And welcome back. So this is part 2, the makeup. And I am getting ready to prep my face to do, shall I say, an autumn look perhaps. You might say I'm not dressed for autumn right now, but it is hot here in the Carolinas, and we shall see how it's done. So the first thing that I am going to do to put on my face is a primer. And one of the primers, since I love Wet n Wild, for some reason, Wet n Wild is really stepping up their game. So I have a primer, I have a lash primer, and I have an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to prime my face. As you know me, I always drop caps. And then I knock down everything. So, excuse me for a moment. Oh, there it is. Well, I will pick that up in a minute. It can just wait. So, one of the things that I like to try. Now, this is a creamier base versus the e.l.f. If you notice, I'm going to add a little bit of the poreless primer to it. See, like this is very creamy. e.l.f., this one is creamy as well, which is the poreless one. And then the hydrating primer is a gel. So you have like the 3 of them here. This one, and this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mix it up and mix up all 3. You're saying, why would you do that? I don't know. Because I like the consistency of the gel and I like the consistency of the cream. And if you can kind of mix it all together and kind of see that right there. I love using my fingers a lot, like finger paint. And then when you feel it on your face, it's after cleansing and doing what you've done, it just, it just glides over like, you wouldn't believe. Sure to get under your eyes, fills in those lines, it fills in those light wrinkles that you have going on. Because come on, women of a certain age, we start to age, and depending if we're swelled up, if we're swollen, we start to sag, we start to but I'll lift up, smile, because it's all right. Those of us that are getting into our 40s, we're getting into the best years of our life right now. The best years. So, all right, now that I have my face primed, I'm going to take one of my little brushes here, and I'm going to prime my eyeshadow because I want to do something nice. Do you know I always do that? I always drop the caps because I have these problems with my fingers. I don't really talk about it much, but I do. And I paint it on my eye, and I make sure to get in all around my eye. All around, just all around. So yes, I deleted my other, I'm starting over, no more drama, but I forgot to create a backup of all of my videos. So all of my videos of my horrible attempts at Jeffree Star's glitter challenge and everything, it's just gone. But it's okay. We have time. We can always start over. It's never too late to try again until it is. All right. So now that my face is absorbed all of that. Oof. I have soft beige, and I have soft beige, and I have golden beige. So what do I feel more like? I feel more of a golden. I feel like more of a golden today, and I'll tell you why. Because the weather is off, and it being the end of summer technically, and we're into fall things. The fall pumpkin tasting, that was not my favorite thing to do. Not my favorite thing at all. Okay, so the one thing that I like about this Wet n Wild photo finish, it has excellent coverage. It's really inexpensive, and I've not ever broken out from it. It doesn't have like that harsh of a smell, and it just seems to work for me. Everybody is different. Everyone has their own favorites. But I tried this from Jeffree Star's comparison, and how do I always spell things? He really liked it. And everybody puts on things a little bit differently. As for me, I'm an unconventional person. I'm not a beauty guru in no ways or means at all. I'm just me. And when I put it on weird. I don't glop it on a part of me and then just I don't like pour it on me. I prefer something. So the Vicks Vapor Rub worked so well on, make sure I get those bags. It worked so well under the chin. Don't worry, it's not gonna stay this way. So I take it and whatever. So I'm gonna use my favorite blender. I'm gonna dampen it as I've been told to do. This is the best way to do my get readies with me. So I'm glad that you're doing well. Like I said earlier, prayers for Houston, and hopefully we won't get hit by this hurricane, but I'm not gonna stick around to find out. That's all I can say about that. All right, so I get my beauty blender, which I love this thing. It just feels so awesome. And I'm just gonna tap my way around it. I'm gonna do half my face so y'all can see this. This coverage is just, see, I like how it goes under my eye. The coverage, it'll settle in my face because right now you're getting the off tones from my background colors and it looks odd. But you'll see the flawless finish when I'm done. So I learned a lot in the last 8 months about how to do some makeup. So you've got that half face done. Then you have that. The Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the Opera. If y'all ever seen The Phantom of the Opera, it's really good. Well, and I mean, I love it. I'm not sure what your thoughts are, but until you try it and you have your own mixed opinions about it, that's okay. Don't forget your ears. You gotta get around your ears a little bit. Right side. It blends in after a while, actually. Left side, so. Oh wow. Yep, I got these bags and I'm running away. I put so much in these under eye bags. This is a warm beige for me. Now, mind you, when this is all done, it's gonna look a little bit different when my hair is down and it looks up. But see that coverage though? Now nothing is gonna look exactly like your skin. Like there's not one shade of anything that will match your skin 100%, but it sure does for me. So there's one of my favorite perfumes is Poison by Christian Dior, and this is pure poison. I just spray it and it's like, oh baby, I love it. Poison, you might as well smell like it. So you get it all around your face, and make sure you dot it in the corners of your eyes, all the way around your eyes. Even if you put on an eyeshadow primer. Okay. I'm happy. So next step is Phantom of the Opera. I have my pressed powder by Wet n Wild, and this is not neutral buff. I'll show you. Now I'm going to use this brush here. Some people like to put on their powder in certain different ways, but I like to set it. I like to use it to set it. And it gives you a much more flawless look, I think, when you add the powder to it. I know, I like it. It's just like drawing a picture. When you draw on your face, you're drawing a picture of how you feel. Because those mornings when you wake up and you roll out of bed, taking your kids to school, you do not feel like putting on some makeup. So then it's date night and hubby's like, let's go out on a date night. And you're like, nah, I don't feel like it. The extra time you take getting ready is so worth it, because it just shows that you care about yourself a lot more. And when you have depression and you have things that bother you, like have happened with me, you tend to lose that. So I put that brush away. So the next brush that I'm going to use is my Ulta. Now I'm going to use my Eagle brush because I'm in the mood, so this is the neutral buff. I'm in the mood to do some contouring. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. And afterwards when you feel your face, friends, you'll just love it. The more love you put into your skin, the more you get back. It's a given. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to find like a lighter shade of brown, and I'm going to go underneath my chin, just underneath my jawbone. I'm just going to, now I'm going to buff it all in, but I'm showing you what I do. Drawing those cheekbones. So I was in Walmart. You know what my favorite song is? I've got some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I've got some hot stuff, baby, tonight. And almost broke out into singing that. This also helps getting it forward. Not done yet, so don't get all upset. Not even close to being done yet. So then I take the lightest color and then I go over it. But it was in Walmart and I just wanted to sing it. So I was like, I've got some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I got some hot stuff, baby, tonight. And this woman looks at me and I look at her. She looks at me and I look at her. She looks at me and then I look at her back again. It's like, what? I'm waiting in line. I'm having some fun. So I get on my collarbone. So then I take my powder brush. Since this is, then I'm gonna use this contour palette. Then I'm gonna just sit here, buff it all in for a minute. Because if you don't buff it in right, it looks, you know how it looks. I'll get emails on how it looks. I'll get messages on how it looks. Why does the left side of your face look so dirty? Because I don't know how to do contouring perfectly yet. But I will get there. I'm definitely under the chin. Then if you really don't like it, it's so easy. You just take that towel you're sitting on and you just lightly go, and look, it comes off. Then you take this and just buff it in. Buff it in, buff it in, buff it in. Not too bad. That's how I do my foundation. Foundation and contour. So, for the next video, I'm going to do my eyes. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you shortly.